I like quoting my teacher Baron, who said empower others to be powerful, and I find more power when I'm really telling my story and empowering other people. I grew up in Kariobangi North. It's one of the slums in Nairobi, and it's next to the second biggest slum in Kenya. Growing up, life wasn't easy. But then, because I've never left Kariobangi, I had nothing to compare with, so that was normal for me. You know, going to bed without food was normal to me. Just having 2 meals or 1 meal a day was like normal to everyone else. I was surrounded by so much crime, and there was so much police killing. Like, so many of my friends were killed by the police because they turned into crime. And my mom decided that she had had enough, and she turned into alcohol. She became an alcoholic. And she could disappear for 3 days. And me being the firstborn of the family, I was left to take care of my siblings. Lucky enough, I had the skill of doing the hair. But I knew I needed to do something for my community. I knew I really wanted to do something, but I had no idea what I wanted to do. In 2009, my life changed. I met a lady called Paige Ellenson. She's the co-founder of Africa Yoga Project, and invited me to a yoga teacher training at the coast. And honestly, I really didn't care about the yoga teacher training. All I cared was like going to the coast for 10 days for free. Who don't want to go to the coast next to a beach? Yeah, like I was like, yes, I'm coming. We saw the beach because we were in a nice restaurant next to a beach, but there was no swimming. There was a lot of yoga and learning how to be yoga teachers. And I remember my first yoga practice on the mat because I got so much connection with my own body that I've never in my life connected with myself, like being myself. I really started having this so much emotion showing up. I felt that something on my first physical practice. But then on the third day, the facilitator, his name is Baron Baptiste, shared his story. So we had a discussion session like this one. And he shared his story about how he grew up around gangs. So for the first time, I learned there's gangs in America. And how he witnessed one of his friends being stabbed to death. And I could really relate to that story. And all of a sudden, all this sadness I had, I was really sad and mad, and like really blaming like everyone. I was so mad at my mom. All this sadness and those negative feelings I had started to show up again. And now this time I could not hold my tears. Like I was really crying, and I remember really just accepting my situation. And by the time I was leaving the teacher training, it was a level 1 yoga teacher training. I was a completely new person. I came back home very happy, like everybody noticed the change in my face. I came back home, I went to my mom, I was so happy, like, Mom, we learned how to do yoga, and tomorrow we're teaching the first yoga class at the community hall. Are you coming? And she was like, yeah. And I was like, okay, go tell all of your friends, there's a free yoga class at the hall, so come. After teaching my first yoga class and my mom coming to my class, and seeing my mom with a new friends, you know, not the alcoholic friends, but now she has yoga friends. Even if she was still drinking, but now she had someone, and she had other people. I decided that's what I wanted to do for the rest of my life, teach yoga. And so now I work with Africa Yoga Project. What we do is take youth from under-resourced, or what we call the slums of Africa, through a 200-hour yoga teacher training. And after the teacher training, yes, they are yoga teachers, but they also need all these skills to be amazing, the best. And now that we have trained over 300 people in Africa teaching yoga. There's so much opportunity in the well-being industry for the youth. Imagine if everyone here bring wellness into your workplace, into your homes, into your institutes. How many youth are we going to get off the streets? Thank you. For me, a change maker is a person who sees an opportunity or sees a gap in the society and steps in to fill it. Like I saw a gap in well-being industry. Paige saw a gap in youth and employment, and she stepped in and decided to be teaching young people how to teach yoga to fill in the gap, to expand the employment. I see they're lacking leadership skills in the society. I step in and fill the gap and really work on training yoga teachers to be leaders in their society.